y'all, it's your girl Emani Noel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and basically it's going to be a part 2 to my video Making Time for God. The reason why I chose to do that is, or to do a part 2, is because I feel like it was a lot of things left unsaid. I actually got a comment from my pastor Liana. I'm gonna read the answer to my question because I feel like it gives a nice basis to what I'm gonna say, and that is basically on the benefits of your time with God. What exactly are you getting from it? How are you feeling after? Like, what is it doing for you in your walk, in your journey? She said, I know you said he is worthy of it, God is worthy of it, but what is the benefit of it for you? And so I answered, I said, hey Lily, good question. I believe that after spending time with God and my alone and intimate time, I get so much more than I do from the word given at church. And I compare the two because I used to think that that was enough, and many of you might think that that's enough as well. I totally did. Growing up, I was like, okay, my church service, like, that is enough. I'm gonna pray maybe throughout the week and I'm gonna be good. I'm talking to God enough, I'm hearing about God enough. But especially when I got to college and even the latter years of high school, I'm like, oh no, like, it's not enough. It's not filling me up throughout the entire week. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned that it needs to be more than just going to church. It needs to be more than just hearing things from other people, your pastor, your even if you go to Bible study and things like that. I feel like as Christians, we often get so caught up in all of our Christian duties or the things that we are doing in the church for God and things like that, that we completely still neglect our personal, intimate time with God. And that was something that I needed to step back from because, you know, I was going to church on Sunday, I was going to Bible study, I was going to dance rehearsals for the dance ministry at church, all that stuff, and I felt like I was all churched out. I was good. Lord, you know my heart, you know I love you. I don't need to be sitting up here reading my Bible. I mean, I didn't say it like that, or I didn't think it that way, but that is what my actions were showing, because I felt like all of those things were suffice. You know, like, no. So I felt God, you know, just pulling on me, telling me to get deeper and deeper in Him, grow in our relationship. He's always, and I say this all the time, He's always chasing after us, even when we are running. Literally running away from Him or running away from our time, even if that is deliberate or not. Yeah, so I did, or I am becoming more disciplined in this because it's an ongoing thing and my time with God and things like that. So yes, back to the question, or back to my answer. So I was saying, it's more than the word at church, or it gives me more than what I get at church. Or I would say it's in addition to. And then I went on to say, but one of the biggest gifts my Jesus time provides is confidence in the decisions that I'm making in my life. I sought out guidance and reassurance from the Word. I get that and so much more through my time with Him. I learn of His love, His promises, and how He values His children, how we are to live, etc. This is good because I'm getting pumped, because that is really what my time with God has really been revealing to me. Through journaling and prayer, I just get to lay down all of my feelings, my thoughts, my questions, problems, everything, and just talk to Him. Always good things to come from that time, even if it's not evident right then. Yes, because I'm not saying, I didn't want to make it seem like, you know, your time with God, and I know I said this in the last video, is going to free you of all your problems. It's going to make you feel so great in the moment, because that's honestly not the case. Like, I could be done, you know, doing my journaling, doing my reading and things like that, and still be confused about what I am to do, you know, in my life and things like that. Or, you know, I just may not be in the happiest of moods and things like that, because life, okay, life. And the more that His promises and His love for me and what He you know, expects of me is revealed, the more that it really does help with that thing. I feel like obviously certain people go to the Bible for guidance and help, which is great because that's there too. But sometimes I feel like we go to God as a genie. And I've had this conversation with many people. I'm so like grateful for their insight that has now shaped my opinion on this. But we go to him and we're like, God, this is my problems. Bam, 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 bam. I need you to fix it. I need you to help me out because I'm struggling. And I need you to take away all this burden. I need you to, I don't want to carry it, Lord. I don't want this. I don't want this pain in my life. I don't want the trouble. Why is this happening? Why did you take so-and-so from me? Why aren't my relationships working out? Like, what is it, God? And we lay down all these problems and we expect God to just work, remove, carry those burdens and things like that. And it's like, guys, I officially have real YouTuber problems, okay? My camera died on me while I was filming, but I basically left off with saying, like, how are you to know how God is gonna speak to you? How do you build a relationship, period, so that you know who God is in your life, how he works specifically in your life, without allowing that time with him, allotting that time of, you know, just intimate personal time with him. So, you know, you already heard the answer to my question, and that is what I believe the benefits are. But I really just wanted to give you, you know, 4 specific ones. Bam. So the 4 benefits that I came up with is guidance. Guidance in what you're doing in your life. Guidance in, you know, just your everyday whereabouts, what you're doing, what you're going to do, whether that's your career, your relationships. I feel like God is always guiding and ordering my steps, period, point blank. That could be decisions that you need to make with you know, school, like I said, finances, every aspect of your life. My time with God, and I believe that your time with God can provide guidance in everything that you do. Knowledge of him, knowledge of who he is in your life, knowledge of his word, and knowledge of how he speaks to you, how he desires for you to be. Everything, and that comes obviously from the Bible, but also just speaking with him, building your relationship, period, point blank. That is going to give you knowledge of just how to move, how he speaks, how he works through your life. Reassurance. This goes along with guidance. Reassurance that the things that you are currently doing within your life, the jobs that you're taking, your major in school, the way that you get that reassurance is praying about it, obviously, actually speaking on these things, journaling on these things and these problems, because sometimes we may be unsure, right? So I feel like I get reassurance from that time, from reading my Bible, from that prayer time. You're not always obviously gonna hear the God speaking to you literally, like, okay, Emani, you're doing a good job. Yep. Keep that friend. Yep. Surround yourself with her. Yep. You know, mend that within your relationship, or yep, you're doing a great job, you know, with your family. You're not gonna hear that. Like, it's not always audible. It's not, you know, it may come from other people. It may come at a different time than when you actually prayed and journaled on those things. It may come a month later. I don't want to say a year and scare y'all, but it might, you know what I mean? God works and he's very intentional. But that reassurance is always so great. It's so good to have. And I feel like that comes from your intimate time, as well as your church services and your sermons that you hear and music and things like that. That all plays a part in it for sure, but that intimate time with God is great, and I feel like that is when I get the most reassurance. So that's the 3rd thing. And then the 4th and final is your personal worship and praise time. I don't want what I fell into with making my personal time with God and having that intimate time is that I made it all about me. Originally, definitely, because it was more so about praying and about journaling about problems within my life, which I talked about a little bit earlier in this video. Like, we go to God and we're like, okay, this is what's happening, as if he doesn't know already. This is what I need you to fix, and I need you to move in my life, Lord. I believe that he is a listening ear. He is there to hear all your pain. He knows it already. He's waiting for us to, lay it down before him and say, God, take it. I get that. But at the same time, I feel like that should not be the first thing that comes out in your prayer time. I feel that I needed to change and shift that time in praising him. God, thank you for what you're doing in my life. God, thank you for what you are to do. Thank you for this situation, for I know that it's going to make me stronger. Yes, it's hard, God, but thank you for the strength that you gave me to get through it, because you wouldn't have given it to me if it was too hard. That's the things that I feel like we need to put in there. We need to be praising God. We need to be worshiping for what has not even happened yet, for the things that are to come, and for things that have already been done, because those things that have happened in the past that God has brought you through are reminders of what he can do and what he will do in your life, and he will pull through. So I think that acknowledging those things in that time, worshiping and things like that, really is just declaring who God is. It builds your faith. It really does. That worship time is awesome within your private time, in your intimate time with God. It really is just showing that God that you're thankful, declaring it out, reflecting on the things that he's brought you through, like I said, and just really giving all honor and praise back to him because of what he has done, what he's going to do, and what he's doing in your life right now. So those are the 4 benefits that I believe are just very prominent, and that's what I get from my time with God, and hopefully you guys do as well. Comment below anything that you also feel benefit to you from, just making your private time with God a priority and things like that. So tell me what you get from that. And yeah, so if you like this video, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. I'm trying to get into the flow of things and recording before I get back to school, because I know it's going to be harder then. But yes, I am so excited to keep on filming and start incorporating, more hair stuff and more lifestyle things as well. So subscribe so that you can see all that stuff. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.